On Saturday, July 23rd, environmentalists, community leaders, and scientists gathered in Philadelphia to participate in a Clean Energy Revolution Summit. The event was held the day before a scheduled march in the city, where thousands of people are expected to attend.
Detroit right now is going through mass water shutoffs. Whole neighborhoods at one time are getting shut off. I could go into gentrification and all of these other reasons on why they're trying to push us all out and kind of make our city smaller and stuff, and that's what the mass water shutoffs and talk are about. The important thing that everybody needs to know about the Detroit mass water shutoffs, we're in their third year, where they shut off whole neighborhoods at a time, is that the frackers and Marathon get their water for free out the Detroit River. So that means the communities that live around the Marathon refinery, my community, who was shut off all at one time, in a 3-block radius, they get free water, but we can't afford the water. We pay more for water than anybody else in the country in Detroit. We pay more for taxes than anybody else in the country. So when we talk about environmental racism, that's what that looks like. Yeah. It looks like taking your water. It looks like making you go to a school across the street from an incinerator that's killing you. It looks like every kid on my block with an asthma inhaler.
The conclusion of this study is that the global increase in methane over the last decade is almost entirely attributable to shale gas and shale oil development in the United States. That's a globally important phenomenon. It's part of the reason it's hot out there today, quite frankly. It's methane emissions from the United States, from shale gas and shale oil.
There is a very strong, firm recognition in Pennsylvania's Constitution that those rights, those inherent and indefeasible rights to pure water, clean air, and healthy environment have to be protected by every government official at every level of government. And that those rights, the rights to pure water, clean air, and a healthy environment, are on par with all of the other inherent and indefeasible rights that are laid out in Article 1, including the rights that we, throughout our lives, have heard about, that we should rise up and defend when they are challenged, like the right to freedom of speech, the right to freedom of religion, the right to bear arms. All of those rights that, when they're infringed upon, people rise up and defend firmly and strongly because it is a constitutional right. In the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, your right to pure water, clean air, and a healthy environment is clearly laid out to be on the same level of those rights.
So many of you may know that there is a direct link between fracking and earthquakes, and the state of Oklahoma is actually the earthquake capital of the world now. So whereas like 5 years ago, I don't ever recall ever experiencing an earthquake, it's become so commonplace now that I'm actually I'm not even surprised. And that's something that's also really scary because this is something not natural, it's man-made. And the people in the state of Oklahoma are so complacent with the oil and gas industry that they're not even questioning where these earthquakes are coming from. We're really concerned about fracking or oil wells. We grow up with the propaganda all around us. So it's a really scary issue.
Our friends, our children, our grandchildren especially, are going to ask, what did you do when you knew? And they're going to ask that of their trade union mothers and fathers and grandmothers and grandfathers. What did you do when you knew? Did you go to a march? Did you chain yourself to the White House fence? Did you join an organization to advocate to solve the climate crisis? Did you send a letter to the editor? Did you sign a petition? What did you do? And what I want our trade union movement that's now rallying around this issue to be able to say is, we envisioned a better future and we worked with our allies in the climate protection movement to enact that future. Now, I'm a trade unionist, and I'm an environmentalist, and I am a climate warrior. And I see no contradiction in any of those three things. This is one movement.
Alicia Garza, Black Lives Matter Network, said recently, "Our work remains undone until our lives are free of violence. We pledge togetherness. We will not allow ourselves to be divided." Let's take a tip from Alicia Garza and stand together, united. You know, like those birds that you see that fly in vast formations? How do? They they leave enough room for wings to be spread out, so each person has their own unique way of participating, and yet they fly in unison. They fly together. And unity is strength, and unity is power, and unity is our only hope. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people